All right, we're going first. Popplio's going down. Let's end turn. They got the Snorlax in the front. That's a cute art. Rainbow Snorlax is pretty cute. Let's go ahead and Professor's Research. We're looking for a rare candy, which we did not find. We'll just throw down the other Popplio. Why not? And then end turn. We're still looking for a rare candy, but if we don't find it, we can still just evolve into a Brionne. Dang, talk about top deck, right? Rare candy, Primarina. Evolve the back. Actually, let's just wait for now, right? Let's wait one single turn. Because if they Sabrina, I can technically just put energy on Popplio and then swap back to Primarina and still swing in for 40 rather than not be able to do anything. So I'll just wait one single turn. Now, thankfully, because they're running Snorlax EX, Berry does not work. So I get to chill here. All right, now we evolve the back. I'm doing 80 damage. I think I'm gonna Howl as well. Yeah, I'm gonna use Howl right now. Okay, if they use Sabrina now, we're technically screwed. Because I can only attack for, what, 40 damage? And I don't have another Howl? Yeah, there goes the Sabrina. So I theoretically could have held off and not evolve for just one single turn again in case of the Sabrina, right? At the end of the day, I think it's okay, though. Right? Because now we have a Primarina in the back that's primed and ready for 100 damage per turn. I still get to swing in for 40 damage and then another 80 damage. So unless they have more healing items, Snorlax will go down. And I can Lillie and heal myself back up anyways after their 130 attack. Alright. I'm okay with them using Ilima because, again, they lose all energy. So it doesn't really mean anything unless they were trying to build a back Pokemon, which they're not building a back Pokemon. Now, if they had like a Giratina, we'd be in trouble. But they didn't have a Giratina. So now I can go ahead and just kill this in the front. Perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and Giant Cape. Pokeball does us nothing, but we'll get it out of our deck for now, just in case they want to try and Mars your red card. Then we'll swing in for 80, one shot. Looking good so far. Now we get to do 100 damage every single turn. Dang, 200 HP. We are stacked right now. Snorlax can't be the only card in their deck. They have to have another Pokemon, right? That they had an idea of building in the back line. There's no way Snorlax was the only card for their main damage. There it goes. I was gonna say, it doesn't make sense for Snorlax to be here. Unless Snorlax was supposed to be the tank, and then they build up something on the back, right? And they concede. Okay. I guess they figure that they don't have another Ilima. I only need one more EX kill. Not bad. All right, we got Popplio. We're going first. Let's go ahead and Pokeball. It'll be the other Popplio, but I don't think I put it down just yet. I think I'm just gonna Giant Cape and end turn. Actually, I guess no reason not to put down the other Popplio. Then I'll end turn. Main reason why is because even if he Sabrina's this turn, I still need just one energy to attack and we're fine. So we'll just do it like this. I kind of think going second in a Primarina deck might be good. You get the energy advantage. Sure, I get to evolve first, but I can't attack with Brionne because I have the 2 energy Brionne. Maybe I should swap it out for the 1 energy attack, just in case. Yeah, I might have to do that. We'll take a look after this game. He's running fire. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he probably isn't going to be able to kill me if he's running Flareon, right? I don't think he does 80 damage. Meanwhile, I can evolve and do 40 damage to him. Or hopefully 80 if I can Professor's Research into a rare candy. Okay, Mars. All we need is Primarina EX and a rare candy, which the opponent gave us precisely. This is part of the reason why it feels bad rolling or running or using Mars. Mars and Iono are always like hit or miss. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can just help the opponent out and you won't even know it, which is kind of unfortunate. But I guess in his case, we had like 6 cards in hand, so that was a prime opportunity to use Mars. So fair play on his part. Just unfortunate that we get to swing in here for 80. Let's Giant Cape the bottom guy as well. And that's 1. We got +1. Flareon will be doing 120 damage, I think, because of the weakness. It's going to do 260 damage to us. We need to find an Irida or a Lillie or a Howl, and we can win. We can win, right? Oh, wait, no. I forgot it does 20 damage to itself by doing the ability. Oh, we're good. Never mind. I think he just realized, oh, snap, I have to take 20 damage to get that energy from the energy zone. I still would have probably played that game out, but no, it was not going to be in his favor. He goes down to 10 HP, and in order for him to attack again, he has to take an additional 20. Yeah, not looking good for him. All right, we're going second. It's always good to go second in this deck, I think, considering we get the energy advantage, and we can start doing 80 damage on Primarina if we can somehow get that rare candy and Primarina in hand. We got Professors. They're going Alolan Diglett. Alolan Dugtrio EX. Haven't seen that card in a long time. They can't do anything to us, right? It's gonna Popplio. Double Popplio. Why not? I don't want to run into an issue where I can't find the other Popplio, so we'll just do that. If for some odd reason they Sabrina us, then we have to hope we find rare candy Primarina. We can still hit for 40. No, don't tell me they're running like a 18 trainer Alolan Dugtrio or 16 trainer. All right, well, I don't want to Iono because that could be helping them out. So I'll just Professor's Research. We did get the rare. Oh, that feels bad. That's it. That's game. That's 80 damage incoming. I'm so sorry, man. Sorry, Diglett. We'll take it. Quick win. The ramp. All right, we're going first. Popplio's going down. We got Brionne as well on the deck. And we got Professors. Too early to Iono, especially with Professors in the hand. I think we'll just go ahead, Giant Cape this, and end turn. They're also running water, so I wonder what Pokemon they're running and using. They're running more low, which means they're running Shiinotic. So they're trying to... Oh, it's a Dragonite deck. It's the new Dragonite EX. And they're running more low to try and find the Dragonite. So they want Shiinotic to find the evolutions to Dragonite as soon as possible. I mean, they have double energy advantage. They have the energy on curve. I'm really hoping they don't have Pokeball. And they don't put... Oh, thank you. Okay. Because now they could just end up getting nothing but lightning energy, right? 24/7, which would technically work out in our favor. Rare candy. I'm gonna just go ahead and water gun attack. It puts them at 40, which means that Brionne can attack and kill for 40. I don't want to evolve early. I know, kind of weird. But we do have double rare candy, so odds are we could just find a Primarina anyways. Alright. Well, if we find a Primarina, it wouldn't matter if I had evolved anyways, right? Because we have rare candy in hand. I think it only would have mattered if I want to use Iono this turn coming up. Wait, what? They're not going to try and build a Dratini even though they have that double energy? Okay. Don't mind if I just evolve into Primarina. Double energy to one-shot you. Irida to full heal back up. 200 HP. Swing in. They definitely should have used that energy to build Dratini, because the odds of them getting lucky and finding dual energy, lightning and water again, the chances have gone down, right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if their next energy is water again. It's double water. They're never seeing lightning energy ever again for the entire match. Mark my words, they are not seeing that. They are not seeing lightning energy again. All right, Popplio goes down. Energy on Popplio because we can one-shot with 80 damage on Primarina. Perfectly fine. Now, moment of truth. What's the energy coming up? Watch it be water again. Water 3 times in a row. I told you, man. They're never going to get lightning. They should have never put lightning energy on that. They should have never done that, man. Why do they try and build Shiinotic for 40 damage? Does 40 damage change anything when Dragonite can basically one-shot every Pokemon? Dragonite can technically one-shot everything. Alright, energy on Primarina. Build the Brionne in the back. Double energy. Go ahead and 100. Alright, let's see. Watch it be water. It's water again! Dude, 4 water. Conceded. Dude, I called it. When you're playing a deck with double energy, you never miss that opportunity of losing out on lightning and water. If you have both of them coming up, put it on your Dragonite. Don't try and do 40 damage on a Shiinotic. It doesn't make sense, right? All right, we're going second, which is good. We're going against a lightning. Oh, not Sil Valley. This is Stoutland. Stoutland requires you to have 1 extra energy to attack, right? So for Primarina doing the 3 energy attack, 100 damage, I'm gonna need 4 energy. Well, let's hope they don't have Rare Candy Stoutland immediately. Let's pray, right? So we're just gonna go ahead, energy, Giant Cape. We can't do anything else this turn, so we'll just attack, swing in. Let's see. Moment of truth. Do they get lucky with rare candy? An extremely long pause, so I'm assuming that they don't have it, so which is why they want to swap out. So this is going to be very good, because if we can find a Primarina, we already have rare candy, we can one-shot the type null. Unless they decide to evolve the front into a Sil Valley just to tank an extra hit. Which they decided to do. That's fine by me. I can slow build to Brionne, I guess, if I needed to. And then we can just water gun. They have no energy on the field, so this is still perfect in our favor, because if we can just evolve into Primarina, we can kill. And by the time they get Stoutland, I don't think it matters, right? I don't think it... I truly think it's over. Because with 4 energy, I'll be able to attack every turn, and then we just need survivability. Dang, they got 2 Professor's Research and I can't even find one. 7 cards to my 13. They're thinking about this. I think they're thinking if they want to put energy on Soul Valley and retreat over to Stoutland. Which then they'd just be down on even more energy. Alright, long turn. But they finally ended. All we need is 1 Primarina, 2 in the deck. And we found it. Such a beautiful card. That might be a concede. Let's go ahead and do 20. Or I mean, it doesn't matter if we do Hydro Pump or Sparkling. They die either way. And now when Stoutland comes in, we can still attack and do 100 damage. And thanks to How, we get to do 30 extra damage and finally kill. I'm going to be honest, out of all these games we've played, I have not been able to use How one time. Because the opponent just dies on the energy curve. We're doing 80 energy on 2 energy. And then by the time we get the 3rd energy, we're doing 100. Realistically, you don't really need How because that's 180 damage to the frontline Pokemon. But this might be the game where I can finally utilize How. Never mind. Please, come on, give us How back. I've never been able to... Yes, let's go! We got How! Let's go. I've never been able to utilize How, but finally I can use it. We got the full art and everything, right? Alright, so let's Pokeball. Let's not forget I need 4 energy to attack right here, right? Put the Popplio down. And I finally get to use my trainer. 130 damage, one-shot the Stoutland, and you're out of here, baby. We'll take it. That's our first time being able to use that card. You might not even need How in this deck, I'll be honest. With the ramp up that you get to do with Primarina, like I mentioned, 40 damage into 80 damage into 100 damage. You might not need How, but maybe it'll come in handy. You can one-shot a Soul Valley with How, technically speaking. Maybe there's other Pokemon at 130 range you can one-shot as well. Alright, so even if he goes Soul Valley and Evolve, it doesn't matter. He lives at 10. He's only able to do 100 max. We have 200 HP. We have healing items all in our deck. I think that's technically over. I don't really need to Professor's Research here, but we'll play it out just to thin our deck and Sparkling. Try and make our move in our turn quick, just so it doesn't seem like we're BMing against the opponent. Although the opponent has taken quite a bit of time throughout this match, like 5 whole minutes almost. Meanwhile, we have only 1 minute and 18 seconds that we've used through this match. Now, granted, we are playing like a 16 trainer deck, so our moves that we're playing are very quick, very efficient. You don't really need to think too much with the deck that we're playing. It's kind of straightforward. Put energy, evolve, swing, do more damage, etc. Stuff like that. And there goes the concede. All right, Primarina, man. I'm kind of a fan of this deck. No Misty needed. Looking good. All right, we're going first. We got Popplio in the front against Litten. Oh man, this is like a scripted anime fight right here. And we have Primarina in the deck, so all we need is to find a rare candy. And there goes the rare candy. Absolutely wild. I think I'm going to put a Popplio down, despite that they can technically Sabrina and I lose my tempo. If they Sabrina after I rare candy and attack with Primarina, I think it's fine. I'm not going to lie, because then my Primarina is out of harm's. Whoa, now. Come on. No, no, no. Okay, we got one. Give us the other. Give one. Come on, come on. Give us Primarina back. Part of the cards. No. Oh, that sucks. All right. Well, good news is I don't think they can kill us. I don't think they do 60 damage, even if they evolve. Oh, snap. It's the new one. Okay, we need to find... Okay, we're dead. I'm just gonna build the back. Because we're technically dead. I'm gonna giant cape the back as well. I think that Mars technically got them the win. That Mars might have gotten them the win if I can't find an evolution. Come on. Let's go! That means they do no damage, right? Let's go! Wait a minute! It's RNG! They don't have a guaranteed! Rare candy. I'm sorry, Incineroar. This was a scripted fight from the beginning. Hydro Pump. 80 damage plus the weakness 100. You can't do 100 damage, but I can do 100 damage, Incineroar. Take notes. I don't think the new why? I don't think the non... Okay, look, the non-EX Incineroar, I don't think you want to play, right? I mean, 100 damage per heads is it sounds good, but oh dang, if you don't roll heads, it kind of sucks, right? Surely you'd want the other Incineroar EX, especially because you can run Howl with it, and you get guaranteed 30 damage plus burn for 1 energy. And if you get damage taken, you do 140 damage. It's just too good. All right. Popplio. Oh, man. Double Popplio. This is awkward. This is where things get weird. Now, I do think they're going to just attack with Popplio in the front. I'm not even going to go ahead and put down this Popplio. It doesn't matter if I did or not. I'm still able to attack. But I want to be able to ramp up this Primarina so I can start doing 80 and then 100 damage as soon as possible, as quick as possible. Oh, they're running Manaphy, Palkia, Primarina EX maybe. Which means that's bad for them because they didn't get a chance to start with their Manaphy. So they had a non-ideal start. It didn't really matter if you put me to bed or not, to be fair with you. Or if I woke up. For one, I have the evolution, so I would have woken up even if I did roll tails. And for two, we have Pokecenter Lady in our hand. So even if he decides to stay on Popplio and put energy on Palkia and then just attack to put me to bed, we still have Pokecenter Lady to wake up. So it's going to be his move. I feel like his move is going to be energy on Palkia, Popplio, and sing one more time. And he has to pray that his sleep will stall and buy more time, which... technically it won't. He'll just be giving up Pokemon. Yep. So he's banking on his only win condition is I stay asleep. And he's probably very ecstatic right now that we rolled tails. Meanwhile, gotta run at least one Pokecenter Lady in the deck. Hydro Pump. And we have Sabrina, so I can Sabrina into the Palkia. And the only way Palkia can get off of the active spot is if it loses the energy it just got. And I have a Cyrus to bring it back in the future as well. Not looking good for it. Yeah, definitely not looking good. Palkia goes up to double energy. Meanwhile, I get to Sabrina and do 100 damage. And now since I have 3 energy, I'm going to put my Popplio down now because him using Sabrina on us doesn't mess up anything. And then I'll just giant cape just so I can thin my hand in case he wants to use Mars or red card or anything. Now I can attack for 100. Because now if he does want to try and Sabrina, I can just put 1 energy and retreat for 1 energy. Meanwhile, he has to retreat, lose all that energy. Go back to Manaphy. Not looking good. All right, so we set him back just one. Actually, I guess it didn't really change anything. Yeah, no, it didn't change anything. No, it did change anything. It did change. He goes back to the 2 energy he has, but he has 70 HP. So Sabrina did do a lot of work just now. Let's go ahead, Sparkling. Clean him up here. Only way he's able to attack for 150 is if he has a Misty. Yeah, he needs Misty. And even if he does attack for 150 and he uses Misty, that means he's not using Irida. And not using Irida means he's not healing. And not healing means he's in lethal range, which, yeah, he's dead. A tiny little baby, 30 damage. You gotta feel for him, man. I could heal that back up with Irida, but I gotta use Hal. Let him know. Let him know that even if he did heal, we had Hal to do 130, and he was dead no matter what. So this is the new Primarina EX deck, which is extremely strong and very consistent, very simple to play, very simple to use. It's a 15 trainer, Primarina EX deck. So you just have 5 Pokemon and the rest are trainer cards. So a 2-1-2 Primarina EX lineup with rare candy. Usually you see those quite often. Only 1 Pokeball because we only have 1 other Pokemon and you're guaranteed to start with one of the basic Pokemon. Double Giant Cape for survivability, double Research, Sabrina Cyrus combo for utility, and then we have a bunch of healing items. Irida, Lillie, Pokecenter Lady, Lillie for the Primarina when you go to the stage 2. Irida in case you don't go to stage 2 and you want to just heal like a Popplio or a Brionne in the front line, and Pokecenter Lady to cleanse status effects in case the enemy or the opponent puts you to bed and you need to wake up from it, which actually did happen in one of our games and it worked out very well. Guzma is also a good card in case they use a bunch of Pokemon tools, Rocky Helmet, Barb, leftovers, etc. Any Pokemon tool, 1 Guzma is always good. And then Hal, so you can do 30 more damage. I never had a really good chance to use Hal too much because Primarina's ramp is insane. You're able to do 80 damage with 2 energy, and by the time you get to that 3rd energy to start doing 100 damage, that's 180 damage total that you've done to that active Pokemon on the opponent's side. So very strong. I think I've used Hal about 1 time out of all the games we've played. That worked very well. So you could always switch Hal out if you don't really think you need Hal. You could also switch out Iono. So because we're running a 2-1-2 lineup with rare candy, I usually always run 1 Iono in case you brick. It's better safe than sorry, right? You might not use it, but it's safe to have. I never actually used Iono. I don't think in any of the games I've played. We've not used Iono at all. So you could arguably kick out Iono for something else if you want, or kick out Hal. I think those are the 2 flex cards for sure, and you could add in more healing if you want, like another Irida, maybe a potion. The one question that I got asked when I was playing this deck is what if you go up against an Oricorio? Now, out of all the games we've played, I only went up against a single Oricorio, and that's it. Sadly, we did lose that game, but I almost won it. The reason why we lost was because I couldn't find the Brionne, because we only have 1 Brionne. I couldn't find it in time. It took like 6 extra turns. And our Primarina was just tanking every single turn. But I did choose this Brionne because it does 40 damage and it can 2-shot an Oricorio if it doesn't have a giant cape on it. And if it does, you can use Guzma to remove the giant cape. So just something to think about if you want to throw in like a Rocky Helmet, a Barb or something, because then your tanky Primarina in the front technically will make that Oricorio die if it keeps attacking you. You can add other win conditions if you want against the bird, but I didn't really go up against the Oricorio too much for me to warrant trying to throw in a card just to counter it. I think Brionne can still counter the Oricorio. We just got unlucky that one game, but this is the Primarina deck, 15 trainer, very strong, very consistent, and very fun to play.